This is Brooke from the Wrestling Corner. Gonna give you raw results for February 27th, 2012. Whee! Sorry, I felt like being totally random and hyper, and making you think I'm hyper, but I'm not. But I am. Woo! Wait! Ah! Okay. Okay. So, we start the show off with the super serious Cena promo from last week. In case you didn't know, Cena is ready, like super ready, and we're starting with a doozy here as we get ready for CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan right out of the gate. Tell me this Daniel Bryan and CM Punk thing. Ooh, and before the match gets started, Chris Jericho's music hits, and he has something to say. He makes his way clinking down the ramp and scolds as he sharply as his jacket. Jericho knows that there's a big match, but what he has to say is more important. He would like to preface it by saying that he thinks Punk is one of his favorite performers, but he's not as good at Jericho, and he knows it. He never had to call himself the best. Other people said it for him. He never had to write on the back of a t-shirt. It would have been on the back of sides. He is part of a special breed of performers. He is one of the dying breed of performers that tour the world, honoring their craft, learn their skills, and become stars before ever getting to WWE. A breed that care more about performance than heresy of power. A breed that was given nothing and took everything. He's got a bad attitude and a bad reputation. But he didn't give a dang because he knew that he was good and he knew he was the best. Now Punk is just like a Jericho, a maverick, a rebel that went against the grain, something more than anyone thought that he would. In translation, it's because Punk just wants to be Jericho. Punk's awesome. He says everyone is aware of how good Jericho is. The issue Punk has is him coming down and accusing Punk of stealing his gimmick. Punk brings up Bret Hart, who claimed to be the best. Did Jericho invent that? Did he invent it in Canada? Jericho calls it typical and stormy, never serious. Punk needs to take Jericho serious because this is a whole different level from anything. This isn't some kind of gimmick. He is the best in the world and has proven it for the past 22 years. He says his match will live long after he's gone. Punk says that Jericho keeps saying that his words scream superiority, but the affection in his voice slows inferiority. Who is he trying to prove that he's the best to? The people? Punk? Or himself? It seems Jericho is jealous. Punk came from the same place, same obstacles, but now he has suppressed everything. Jericho has done, didn't he? Sure, Jericho beat Rock and the Stone Cold on the same night 10 years ago, but he was never the man like how CM Punk is the man. He says that it's Jericho's fault, and not only Jericho's fault. CM Punk claims that he's the best wrestler. The distinction is very simple. He was born this way. This is who he is and what he does. While Jericho chooses to leave to write books and be on game shows and be a rock star, all while I'm here on top swimming with sharks while you're dancing with stars. Jericho says that while he was doing the superstar crap, all he could think of was CM Punk ripping him off. All these January 2 vignettes in the flashy jacket, it's all window dressing because he came back for one reason only, to embarrass you on the biggest stage in the world and to shove down Punk's throat that he is the best in the world at what he does. Punk says that's all you have to say then? Punk says that they don't need the pyro or the inflatable letters and screw your stupid bright jacket. The only thing they need is him and Jericho in the ring on April 1st. We're going to find out exactly who the best in the world is. He tells Jericho that when he sees Punk celebrating, it won't be the end of the world. It's just going to be the end of Jericho's. Cue Brian's music. AJ! It appears that Teddy Long and Santino were at the announce table booth the entire time. Johnny Ace and David Tonkin joins them as AJ stands ringside, wondering what I'm wearing. Jeans. AJ jeans. um... So the first match of the night is CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan. It ends up being a no contest. Figures. Then we get a video package to sell Triple H vs Undertaker with various superstars talk about the match. Some of them interviews seem relatively old. After the video, we informed that there is an inclusive interview with HBK at WWE.com with a response to whether or not he is better than Triple H. Then match 2, Kelly Kelly versus Nikki Bella. Who fucking cares? But of course, the winner is Kelly Kelly. Um. Then Miz comes out with a microphone. Before he gets to Cena, he has something to get off his chest. He works too hard to be treated like this. In the past year, no one has worked harder than Miz, not even John Cena. Who do you think the WWE calls upon to represent them? The Miz. He does all this, but yet his name has not been called upon for WrestleMania. The crowd lays it on him. He claims the crowd will love it if Miz wasn't even at Mania. It's a crime, but everyone listen. He's going to rectify his crime. He's going to prove that to everyone that he is WrestleMania. He's going to do it by beating the man he beat in the main event of last year's Mania. Let's hope Miz doesn't injure John Cena or Vinnie Mac. We'll assure he isn't going to any Manias. Match 3. Miz versus John Cena. Winner, John Cena. The match 4 is R-Truth versus Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger versus Primo and Epico. Basically for the belt, basically. But the winners are Primo and Epico, of course. Then the Kane's music hits out of nowhere. He comes down, boots Primo, gets in the ring, and double chokeslams Dolph and Epico. R-Truth in the ring and tries to fight off Kane, but Kane just chokeslams him. Then in the back, David Otunga and Johnny Ace are talking about the Oscars. They are interrupted by Teddy, and Johnny Ace shows actual emotion as he gets PO'd at that Teddy is here. Teddy says he doesn't want to be here, but he's heard a rumor that Johnny Ace will be running Raw next week. Ace says he's heard a rumor as well that Teddy is fired as GM. Teddy says he knows something that isn't a rumor, that Ace is a horse's butt. There is a video package of Eve's little heel turn and Cena's bashing of her afterwards. Once done, Eve is introduced and we get to see Eve, the performing artist. She shakes her head with a face of misunderstanding and frustration. Husky chants ensues. She tells us that we're all free to judge her. She's a woman living in a man's world. She tells men that they need to hear and they love it. She may use him, but there's not a man in this world that would love to be used by a woman like her. She may be onto something. She says it's not her fault that men are dumb A's. You think she asked for it. Men, crumble at my feet like puppies, begging for my attention. We shouldn't blame her for her natural strength, but rather otherwise for her weakness. She then blows us a little pet kiss. Then in the back, Eve is starting her stuff and here's Kelly Kelly, also known as the pot, while Eve plays the kettle. She tells Eve that she's a total different person now. Eve laughs her off, then walks away. Here's Alicia Fox, who is just as angry. Further in the back, Sheamus and Big Show are speaking, but we can't hear them. Cody wants to make a quick announcement. He brings up Floyd Mayweather and the embarrassing moment that Floyd handed Big Show. We get another Rhodes presents and see where Floyd broke Big Show's nose. It is replayed a few times to get the point across. Then we see the actual match with added sound effects with punches. Ha ha ha. Match 5. The Big Show and Sheamus versus Cody Rhodes, Mark Henry. Your winner, The Big Show and Cody Rhodes. Then later that night, we were told that tomorrow morning the board of directors will have announcements to make regarding the WE at 10 a.m. East Central Time. East Time. Then is the recap of Raw where Cena tore into The Rock. HBK returns next week. Also to check Twitter, and The Miz posted a vid where he tells us all to shut our face when he will be at WrestleMania, whether we like it or not. Then The Rock promo and all that jazz. I'm not going into because, wasn't a big fan of that, but because The Rock seems to talk a lot, but where is he now? Not gonna go into that. Well, that's all the results for Raw, February 27, 2012. Holla! Bye.